The door at the end of the hall. You ever live somewhere so long you start believing you've memorized every creak, every shadow? Yeah, that's what I thought about my house. It was an old two-story place. Peeling paint, stubborn windows, a smell like rain-soaked wood. My parents left it to me after they passed, and for years, it was just me and the quiet. The kind of quiet that hums behind your ears until you forget it's there. I had my routines. Coffee at 6, fix the porch step that never stays fixed, feed the cat that isn't really mine but shows up every morning anyway. It was ordinary, peaceful even, until the storm. It started with a low growl that seemed to crawl beneath the floorboards. Power lines swayed, thunder rolled like furniture being dragged across the sky, and rain came in sideways, pelting the glass so hard it sounded like whispers trying to get in. When the lights flickered, I grabbed my flashlight and went to check the fuse box at the end of the hall, but something stopped me cold. There was a door there, a door I'd never seen before. It was old, older than the house maybe. The wood was dark, swollen from years of damp, and the knob, it wasn't metal. It looked like bone, smooth and pale, like it had been polished by too many hands. The weirdest part? The wallpaper ended around it, like the house had tried to hide it. I told myself it must have been there all along, that I just somehow never noticed. But the longer I stared, the more it felt like the door was noticing me back. And in the dim beam of my flashlight, I could have sworn I saw it breathe. That's when I heard it, just once, a knock, from the other side. I froze. The beam from my flashlight shook against the peeling wallpaper, making shadows twitch and crawl like something alive. The sound came closer, me but not me, echoing down that impossible hallway. My own rhythm, mirrored and hurried like whoever or whatever was walking toward me was trying to catch up. I stepped back. The air between the two hallways shimmered, bending like heat over asphalt. My reflection in the picture frame beside me rippled, then blinked, out of sync. I killed the light, thinking maybe I was losing it. Maybe I'd been alone too long. Maybe this was just the storm playing tricks. But the footsteps didn't stop. They paused when I paused. They ran when I ran. I slammed the door shut. The knob thudded once like a pulse, then silence. I locked my bedroom door that night for the first time in years. Didn't sleep though. I could still hear it, soft tapping from the hallway like fingernails dragging along the wall. At one point, I swear I saw shadows shift under the door frame, just enough to catch the faint glow from the lightning outside. By morning, the storm had cleared. Sunlight poured in through the windows like nothing had happened. I went to check the hall, convincing myself it was just exhaustion. But when I got there, the door was gone, completely. The wallpaper was seamless again. I should have felt relieved, but instead, something inside me cracked open, a deep, gnawing dread that didn't fade when I blinked. That night, I started noticing little things. My shoes weren't where I left them. The cat wouldn't come upstairs anymore. And when I walked down the hallway, I could swear the floorboards creaked one step after I moved. I tried to tell myself it was stress, isolation, grief catching up to me after years of pretending I was fine. But then, 3 nights later, I woke to the sound of breathing. Not mine, not the wind. It was coming from inside the wall, right where that door used to be. And when I pressed my ear against it, I heard my own voice whisper back, "Why did you close it?" I backed away, gasping, but that only made it worse. The knocking grew hungry. 3 short raps, then silence, then 3 again, perfectly timed with the pounding in my chest. It was sinking with me, studying me. I threw a chair at it. The wood splintered, but the sound didn't echo. It was like the door swallowed it whole. The air thickened, heavy with rot and something faintly sweet, like old perfume, the kind my mother used to wear. Then I heard her voice, soft, right behind the door. "Sweetheart, open up, please. It's cold in here." My breath caught. It wasn't possible. My mother had been dead for years. But the voice, God, it was her. The same tremble, the same warmth that used to calm me when the thunder scared me as a kid. "I just need to see you," she said. A sob tore out of me before I could stop it. I reached for the knob. It was warm again, beating like a heart. For a second, I didn't care. I just wanted to see her, to believe that the loneliness and grief hadn't been for nothing. But then her voice changed. It cracked, too deep, too dry. And it whispered, "You already did." The handle turned on its own. The door swung open. And standing in the hallway wasn't my mother, it was me. Same clothes, same face, only the eyes were wrong. Hollow, black, dripping something thick and dark. It smiled, and when it spoke, I heard my own voice say, "You shouldn't have shut me out." The lights exploded. The hallway bent like it was breathing, walls rippling like lungs. The other me stepped forward, its footsteps perfectly in sync with mine, until I couldn't tell who was moving first. I ran for the front door, but every handle led back to that hallway. Every door opened to the same scene. Me, walking toward myself, over and over, like the house was looping time just to watch me unravel. And over the chaos, the knocking never stopped. It came from the walls, the ceiling, the floor, until I realized it wasn't knocking anymore. It was inside, and it was my own heartbeat. I dropped the toothbrush and stumbled back. It couldn't be. I'd left that house miles away, burned half of it down, for God's sake. But the door was there, humming quietly, like it had followed me, like it belonged to me now. I told myself not to touch it. I taped it shut. I even nailed it closed, layer after layer, until the wall looked like a coffin. But no matter how much I sealed it, the air kept slipping out. Cold, steady breaths that smelled like the old house, like rain-soaked wood and burnt wires. People stopped visiting after a while. They said I looked pale, distracted. My boss asked if I was drinking. I laughed, but it came out dry. I wasn't sleeping, barely eating. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw it, my double, standing in that doorway, whispering things I almost believed. Sometimes when the TV flickered or a reflection caught me off guard, I'd see another version of my apartment. Dimmer, older, like the walls were watching me from both sides. Then one morning, I woke up to find every mirror in the place cracked, each one split perfectly down the middle, and in each reflection, I was still smiling. I called a priest. He didn't even make it past the entryway. The moment he stepped inside, every light bulb shattered. He looked at the door once, just once, and left without a word. Now, I don't invite anyone in. The neighbors think I'm strange. Maybe I am. I've learned to live with the whispers, to tune them out like background noise. But sometimes, late at night, I'll hear footsteps in the hallway. Soft, familiar. And when I go to check the locks, I notice something new every time. Sometimes the door is closer. Sometimes it's breathing louder. And once I swear I saw the handle twitch, like it was trying to remember how to open itself. I used to think it wanted me to come back. Now I'm starting to think it never left. And the worst part, when I walk past the mirror these days, my reflection still knocks. I've tried everything, moving again, new cities, new names, but it always finds me, always. I could be staying in a hotel and still, one night, there it is, down the hall, waiting. It never changes. Same faded wood, same bone white handle. Sometimes it appears half open, just enough for a shadow to slip through. Sometimes it's closed tight, pulsing like something alive is holding its breath on the other side. I stopped fighting it. You can't fight what's patient. You can only listen. And when I do, I hear everything I've tried to bury. My mother's voice, my own laughter echoing from years ago, words I never said to people I'll never see again. It's like the door doesn't lead anywhere. It just remembers. Every fear, every regret, every heartbeat I've ever wasted. That's what it feeds on. I used to think it wanted my soul, or maybe my body, something physical I could hide. But no, it only wants one thing: attention. The more I fear it, the stronger it gets. The quieter I stay, the louder it breathes. Last night, it knocked again, just once. And for the first time, I didn't move. I didn't flinch. I just sat there in the dark, matching my breath to its rhythm. And for a heartbeat, I swear it stopped, like it was listening. Maybe that's the trick. Maybe the door isn't a doorway at all. Maybe it's a mirror, and what's been trying to get out is the part of me I locked away long ago. Still, I keep the lights on. I can't help it. I know it's not gone. It never will be. So if you ever wake up in the dark and see a door where there wasn't one before, don't touch it. Don't even look too long, because some doors don't wait for you to open them. They wait for you to believe they're real. And once you do, you're already on the other side. If this story gave you chills tonight, don't forget to like the video. It helps this channel reach more people who love stories that crawl under your skin. Subscribe for more tales like this one, and share it with someone who loves a good scare. There's another story waiting for you right on your screen. Click it. I'll see you back here tomorrow night, if the door lets me.